Hey guys, it's Joelle and welcome back to my channel. This is the last video that I am shooting in my home in Reading. I'm actually leaving today, moving back to San Francisco. My year at BSSM is over and that is what this video is about. So you can see all my packing right there. But anyways, I just wanted to give a little recap of basically what this year did for me or meant for me. I know a lot of you guys are interested in BSSM. This might be helpful in learning what kind of experience it is like going through ministry school, but also just because a lot of you guys have been with me the whole time, leaving Dartmouth, which is where I'm an undergrad, and taking a year off to do ministry school, which I'm so thankful for you guys sticking along and coming along this journey with me. Oh my gosh, something I completely forgot to add was that I wanted to ask if any of you guys are doing BSSM next year or interested in doing it, please follow my Facebook page, facebook.com/JustJoelle1, and message me personally if you would like to be added to a Facebook group that I'm going to create for everyone doing BSSM next year who watches my videos. Since so many of you guys have reached out to me, I thought it'd be awesome to start facilitating a community for you guys. And also, if I'm ever in the area when I come back and visit BSSM, I can easily reach out to just you guys and be able to meet up or talk. And if you guys have any questions, you can easily communicate with each other through that group, or also ask questions that are BSSM specific there where I can answer them. Just because I'm really interested in helping facilitate communities within the people who watch my videos, and since so many people have reached out about BSSM, I thought it would be awesome to just make a small, intimate community through Facebook groups and allow you guys to meet each other and communicate with me a little more accessibly about BSSM. So if you're interested in that, follow my Facebook page. It'll be linked down below, and I'll just throw it right here, and shoot me a message saying like, hey, I'd love to be added to the BSSM group. So I have my little notebook. If you see it, that's where all my notes are. But these last few weeks after missions have been pretty crazy. They've just been a lovely time of realizing that we only had a few weeks left, and just trying to really take advantage of spending time with friends, experiencing Reading. We've had a lot of crazy fun events, like a couple in my revival group getting married, and the student staff basketball game, and all this other stuff. And it just really reminds me of how thankful I am to be in such an amazing community and environment here. I just kind of want to go into some of the things that I feel like I've learned this year in ministry school and just taking a year away from Dartmouth. And so I want to disclaim that in no way am I trying to represent what Bethel teaches. Like, these are all very much my personal experiences and what I've learned being in an environment that really facilitates a relationship with God, with Jesus. So the things that I'm saying represent my relationship with Jesus, not my relationship with Bethel. But anyways, those of you guys who came in with me, you might remember my very beginning video announcing that I was leaving Dartmouth to come to BSSM, and I was full of insecurities at that point. That's a big reason why I wanted to leave, was that I had adopted a lot of ways of thinking at Dartmouth that I did not agree with. Like, in my head, I knew that it was like a lower way of thinking negatively about myself, and I didn't always think like that. So I was ready to go to an environment where I would remember the truths about me. So I came in here wanting to gain a lot of enlightenment. That's what I tell people. I want to be enlightened, and to me that just means wisdom. I want to have wisdom in navigating life and like finding a way to live life in a meaningful way. I would absolutely say that I acquired the things that I came for, plus so much more. I just realized how much that like my relationship with God applies to every aspect of life, and I can make tons and tons of videos recapping these specific topics. So let me know if you would like to see any of those. But for me, some of the big topics that I learned how to integrate my faith, Christianity, into was in relationships with friends, family, and romantic relationships, with work, with destiny and calling, and what I want to do in my career, how I see my success, how I try to gain people's approval and what it means to have people's feedback, and also just how to be like a good person, like how to overflow with like love and joy and not be so exhausted emotionally, not feel drained or feel inadequate. Learning to like really rely on God. So if you guys would like to see any videos about stuff like that, or any topics in general, just comment down below. It's honestly hard to boil down what this whole year has been. I feel like every week I learned some huge new revelation, but I kind of boiled it down to like 3 main steps. So the first one was learning that God is not trying to smite me, that he's a good God, and his relationship with me is that of a father, not of a ruler or a boss. Christianity is a relational religion, which is definitely not how it is taught or advertised even in our society or culture today, but it is 100% relational. There are so many things in the Bible that people are like, oh my gosh, that's contradiction, this religion makes no sense. But when you see it from a relational aspect, of course there are going to be tensions that you live in, and the overshadowing reality of God's love is what allows us to live in those tensions. So for a lot of things in Christianity that are not black and white, though there are things that are black and white, it's so much easier for me to understand them knowing that God's a good father and he loves me first and foremost. And that is like the foundation of everything that I've been able to grow upon and learn this year, because it requires that foundation of being secure in my value as an individual through God's love. Second big point is that God created me to be powerful and worthy of love, and with an ability to impact this entire world. That affects a lot of just how you think about your future, with like your destiny, as well as your relationships, and like how the little things you say can have a huge impact on the people around you. So it really gave me this sense of like, wow, my life really matters. Like I have so much potential to do really great things for other people, and I also have so much to learn from other people because their lives are equally as important as mine. Throughout all this, I'm reminded that I cannot work for people's love, so I can't make people appreciate me. I only have control over myself, which is a huge thing in relationships, just realizing that you cannot control other people. So as long as I'm at peace with how I'm behaving, thinking, and treating people, how people respond to me is up to them. They can love it or they can hate it. And I am at peace because I know that I'm right with God, not because of other people liking or disliking me, because their opinions are always going to change. People always have contradicting opinions, and I just cannot keep up with satisfying other people anymore. And the last thing that this kind of culminates into is like learning to practically apply this reality, this new reality that God loves me, he's a good father, I have a relationship with him, we are homies, we're friends, and he made me to impact this world in a particular way. So that thought for me was very sobering, being like, wow, I have a lot of potential, and I could choose to say yes to what God has to me or no, and he's not gonna be angry and smite me if I say no. But why would I want to miss out on his best for me for my life when I know that it's gonna be the most fruitful and rewarding thing, and that I could have an impact on other people that's very positive. So it kind of puts me in this position of being like, okay, like now that I know who I am and I know that I'm not working for love, I'm already loved, then I'm able to do these things and to behave in this way that I've always wanted to live. Like I've wanted to live a meaningful life, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing it for the sake of like reward. I'm just doing it because it comes out of my identity as like a child of God, and that is the natural inclination. And sure, there might not be people around me like in this world that are necessarily like supportive of that or doing the same things, but I've learned to not be informed of who I am or what I should be doing from the people around me. God's with me the whole time, and I've learned to recognize like God's presence and his voice. I mean, I can at any moment just like take a minute and relax and be like, God, what do you have to say about this? Because your reality is more significant than my reality. I know that sounds like very abstract to you, but just thinking of like God's perspective is from eternity, but with unconditional love for us. So it's not like we're insignificant in that timeline of eternity, but he cares about each individual one of us within that timeline, and he knows the impact that we could have in eternity. So he's like, hey, like you don't need to worry about that because I have it taken care of, and you just have to wait and see and trust me that it is going to work out, and that I have you in the palm of my hand, and there is nothing that could come against you that is greater than me. And that has been one of the most reassuring lessons I could learn this whole year, in understanding that he is a powerful God, that he actually is God. God is God and I am not. So I just want to take this time to thank my amazing friends, especially Lydia, my roommate, who is the absolute best, and has just helped me grow so much this year, as well as everyone on my missions team, and my leaders, my revival group pastor, Brandon, and Cherie, my third-year intern, who mentored me literally throughout the entire year. And then, of course, my missions leaders, Pastor Young and Hannah, who I know are probably watching this, so hi guys. But anyways, I don't want this video to get too long, but thank you guys so much for listening and for coming along with me. Like I said, I'll be making little videos, just talking about different topics in life, because I've had a lot of time to think. this year, and I'd love to share my thoughts with you. And comment down below what topics you'd like me to discuss, and if you've not yet subscribed, be sure to do so down below. Come join the J team, where everyone's a playmaker and no one's a bench warmer, and turn on the bell notification so you're notified every time that I upload. And if you'd like to follow me and hear more from my life on an everyday basis, be sure to follow my social medias. There are always links down below and just thrown right here for your convenience. Love you guys so much. Jesus loves you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.